Welcome one, welcome all, and especially to the Pandays, to the finale of this 6-part series of an interview with Ramlochan. Ramlochan, as you have heard, is a former bodyguard and driver to the Panday family. What you will hear tonight is the last in the series of Ramesh's account of his tenure with the Panday family. You definitely don't want to miss this one. The Pandays are stewing, Mrs. Prasad Bisessa is stewing, and other people in the UNC are running scared for this tell-all version from Ramesh of what went on. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy. And don't forget, send us your views and comments at theunitedvoicenews@gmail.com.
Really?
Okay.
I've heard of it, but I can't contest that. I would only say something that I know for a fact. I know his daughters. I know Nyala and I know all the daughters. Well, Nyala name should still. She's a very...
Yes.
She's a perfect lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the sons and them, if everything, that should be real quiet somewhere. But the man, he plays himself. Of course he plays himself. I'm seeing him. Me and he hang out already in certain things, alone. And he'd say, let me see who could get 5 hugs first from a woman. You know, them kind of small thing, and squeeze and I think, yeah. Like I say, these things normal to them. It is a normal thing. Seeing things like that, like if you were there in Mulchan, Suchan Road by the Links a few nights, well, on different occasions during the election, or at Uncle Sam's in Taroba Junction, or Sunflower in Cheese Village, that's just the name of a few of the places. Yeah, you'll be shocked, all right. 2, 3, 4 in the morning, we're going on.
Now, one question before we bring this to a close, Ramesh, and it's some information that came to me via my mailbox this morning. I understand that the Renzi complex does not belong to the Sugar Union. The Renzi complex, the deed for the Renzi complex, is actually in the name of one BASDEO Panday.
Well, I've heard that many a times. I've heard that many a times. That is why he does what he does there. You understand? I guess that's one of the reasons that this fellow who in charge of the union, what's his name? Rudy Narsingh does what Panday wants. You know that Carney land that they promised, that the workers and Rudy had pushed when Christine Sade was there to sign and things like that. I don't know if it's just me, but you all notice he got a big medal from the government.
Yes, right after.
What do you think he got that for? For style? He was told by Panday what to do. He sent them out. The Indian want nothing again. You understand? They worth nothing. And that's how it ended up, you know. And Rudy will always, he does whatever Panday says. A union, I don't see he as a union leader. I see him as a puppet for Panday like the rest of them. The rest of them, especially, well, you know, the heads, the weed marks and this one and the that one and the that one.
Now, my final question to you, Ramesh, is that we all know Mr. Panday's puppeteering. We all know of him always complaining and crying these long tales to the media about who has a deal with who. Something else came to my attention through my mailbox is that the political leader who was not elected of this party, Mr. BASDEO Panday, in fact has an accord and an accommodation and some sort of behind the scenes deal with old Uncle Patos to keep himself out of jail, to keep the UNC out of government, and the poor and the Indian people who support them wanting. As we wrap up, tell me about that.
I believe that 100%. He does have a deal with the big man. He does have a deal with us for staying out at jail. And they would linger and linger and linger and linger. Of course he has accommodation. Why he doesn't want to come with any other political party with true unity? He talks unity on one hand and then he lashes out on the next hand just to make sure that you're not there. He generally doesn't want unity because he's siding with this man. As long as this man stays in power, he stays out at jail. And that's it there.
Ramesh, you know, as we end now, I want to thank you very much for taking your time today to talk to us. Ramesh, you know, I thank you very, very much for the time you've given us today. I know it may be hard for you, but as every interview comes to an end, you know, I have to give you your time to reflect. And it's an open forum for you now. No questions from me. Take as long as you feel. And talk your mind now. This is your turn to talk your mind for us to listen. The message that you want out there. Any messages you want to send to anybody. This is your time now before we put the final cap on this meeting here.
Well, Gregory, first I want to thank you, the United Voice, for coming to me, for trying to enlighten people about me and talking the truth about me. what really happened. It's a good thing. I think we need more people like you all. The United Voice should be out there a lot more, and people should be more aware. Do some more publicizing so they'll be aware. Thank you very much for that. And I want to say a special thanks to Mr. Warner. This man is so busy, and he took his time out to come here, right here in my home, to visit me. You understand? And Mr. Ramesh Lawrence Marat. They took their busy time, their schedule. They took a little time out of their busy schedule to visit me. And on top of that, they have their secretaries or somebody always there calling, whether it's Miss Christine Osine or Ann Duki or whoever, calling to say, hey Ramesh, you need this, is there anything you'd like to have, could we do this for you? Just the support is so grateful. Richard Hussain, and you know, and you, the voice, always asking me if there's anything we could do, and you said you would assist me more to get in contact. And again, I appreciate it. I want to say thank you very much to the voice, and United Voice, and Mr. Warner, and Mr. Marat. And this is not because they're just doing something for me, you know. They're there for me. They are there. This is not a myth. If Panday and them were here, I would have been saying the same thing about them, Kamla. You, the voice, here. Mr. Warner has been here and is here for me. Mr. Ramesh Lawrence Maharaj is here. Mr. Gypsy Peters is here for me. You understand? It's not a myth. They are here, and they are there at one phone call a week if something needs to be done. So thank you very much again.
Now Ramesh, I just remembered something that I really want to put in. When I was driving in here with other members of the team, and we were in our 3 vehicles coming to see you, we saw a little playing field, and we were talking about it a little bit earlier, and you didn't mention it. Go ahead and send out your message now.
Well, in this Kuva North constituency, as you know, it's a struggling place. It's not the people are no upper class, and there's a lot of youths outside here, and they're yearning to play the little football and the little cricket and try to reach out. And I spoke to Mr. Warner concerning assisting the Kuva North constituency, the same way I assisted before. I might not be able to go out and teach martial arts something like that, but I could certainly coordinate a little football and win ball, cricket and basketball in the Kuva North, because there are people here who born here, live here all their life and never see BASDEO Panday here. They've never seen him walk these streets. And so this is his constituency, and I live here and I want to do something. And Mr. Warner assured me that we will do something for the constituency, in as small as it is. If it's just come out self and give a physical appearance, just a support to throw a ball out or something. But they need something, because nobody comes around here to assist. This is his constituency year after year after year after year, and they need to see somebody. And people have faith in Mr. Warner because of his sports-like thing and this and that, and he genuinely helps people. And I've spoken to a lot of the youths, and they're looking forward to seeing him.
But Ramesh, what I will do is I will give you the commitment here again, and I will reiterate the commitments that the United Voice has made to you. We at the United Voice will do the following for you. 1, we will ensure that your letters to the Transport Commissioner are received, and we will follow up on your behalf and along with you to get that matter sorted out. 2, we are going to start to try our best to encourage people to get in contact with you and to help you out, because we know that you need us, all the viewers out there who viewed with us. This is your time now to get involved and to help. Get involved and help Ramesh Ramlochan in his plea and his plight. Help the United Voice, and help yourselves get free from the millstone that now runs the UNC. Help us to bring the change process to fruition. Your comments are welcome, and we encourage them. You can get in contact with us at our email address, which is theunitedvoicenews@gmail.com. Once you write to us there, we will tell you how to get in contact with Mr. Ramlochan. We will not accept monetary gifts. He will do that. We will give you his phone number with his blessing, and you can make contributions to him. I am calling on some of my friends who I know view this who are doctors to come forward and help Mr. Ramlochan. And I'm calling on the lawyers out there, my friends as well. I'm calling on you now to pick up this case. Here is a case of a man who was given 5+ years service to a family, who has been discharged illegally, and I'm sure that Parliament has not been aware of this. Let us take this case up. Let us help this man. Let us bring true justice to Trinidad and Tobago. This is Gregory Rees for the United Voice News.